4 years ago, I was doing fish farming. I have no idea how I ended up doing fish farming. It was just something that worked at the time. It was an idea that, well, it never did work, but it was an idea that made sense, and I thought, okay, let's try it. And I did that for a couple of years, and in that time, okay, so pandemic happened. In that time, I met Skulas, becoming Filipino, of course, who he was just moving to Castiel, and I'd been in Castiel for almost 2 years at that point, just trying to make a fish pond work, which is something beyond my skill set. And it was great because suddenly I could just disturb the back of someone's vlogs. It was fantastic. I was just like disturbing, yeah. And so I almost lost my flow there, caught it back again. But yeah. So I met Kulas, and people kept saying, "Oh, this guy should vlog," and I was like, no, I don't want to do that. I'm kind of shy. I'm kind of private, you know. And it's kind of, I don't like to stick my face on things. I don't like to stick even before I take photos of other stuff.
But not like yourself, yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, it's just my life. It's not. But apparently people are really interested in how on earth was I?
How is farming
fish? Yeah. So I said okay. One day, actually, I said something that I never thought would ever happen. I said, if I get 10,000 subscribers without a single video, because I was up to like 3,000 at this point without a single video, I don't know, just posting sarcastic comments on videos that I also sarcastically been in the background of. Yeah. So, I said, if I reach 10,000 subscribers, I'll make a vlog. 1 month later, no less than that, 3 weeks later, I was at like 9,500. And I said, hey, you know what?
I'm going to make this.
I'm going to make a video. I'm going to keep my promise.
Yeah.
So I did. I made a video. I was holding the camera. This is conveniently placed. Holding it like this. Like, scared to even show my face.
Yeah?
But you know what? It was fun. It was fun. And it was kind of a release from, that was a hard time in my life. Very hard time in my life. So that was a relief. Really a release. And later on, I think so that was in July 22, my first vlog. So around about October 21 it was, 2020.
After pandemic.
Things got, like I knew what was going on at the fish pond. Yeah. I never caught anybody, but I knew what was going on. I could see the patterns, I knew. And it was just like, it was kind of like my whole world was crashing down of, this isn't working. I mean, I was almost bankrupt. I was just about keeping above water, you know. And lockdown was a tough time. So I spoke about this in one of my blogs. I tried to take my own life.
Yeah. Wow.
October 21, 2020 it was, and a few days after that, I was in Davao. I went back to Davao, and I went into the mall there. I just looked, and I went, okay, there's a GoPro there. I said, I have a different opportunity, don't I? I'd made like 6 or 7 vlogs, and I said, hey, you know what? If I'd been given this opportunity, I should take it. So I got that camera, and I just started filming all kinds of other stuff. Not the fish, but there was a while I couldn't face the fish pond because I knew what was happening, but I'd never actually caught, and I just couldn't. Like I had this mental block. I couldn't do it. I couldn't go there. So it was great because it was something else. I used to deliver the feeds across the river, watch them load it up, watch it go over, but I couldn't bring myself to go across the river. That was a hard time. Yeah. It was very, it was like my mind just wouldn't let me. Huh? So okay, from there I said to myself, okay, let's try it. So I did that. I did that for a few. I did that for a couple of months, and then I did my last harvest. My last harvest, as expected, it was. It was bad. And so after that, a week later, I said, I need to go back to the UK for a while. I knew there was a place I could get treatment there, you know. So I went there. I went back for a while, and it was very quickly. And then I said to myself, I said, okay, let's focus on vlogging for now, and let's see what happens. And it was working out. It was like, okay, this is okay. I was like, this is, but I mean, more than just working out, it just felt right. It felt right. It felt like I was doing something good. Yeah. And that's when I started doing my voiceovers for the last harvest. That's when I started doing my voiceovers. So the final harvest, out of that horror came this. Okay, so then I came back to the Philippines and I tried to go back to the fish pond. I tried to, but there's always that. It wasn't gonna. No, just wasn't possible. It was really. No, it just wasn't gonna happen. It was too hard. It was just too hard for me, honestly. And I'm not afraid to say that. I'm not afraid to say it's not my skill
part of
set.
life.
Yeah, exactly. It's not my skill set.
No.
So I just kind of focused. I started moving my style more towards those kind of what I do now. Just slowly moving, and I'm still not at what I'd like to be, but I'm getting there. I'm going in that direction slowly but surely. And I'm just doing my main thing is always to share knowledge. It's always that's my most important thing. My biggest thing is share knowledge. Yeah, share knowledge, and because some of this stuff I see it and think, oh, I had no idea about this. No idea about this. But then you see it and you go, oh, this is awesome. This is really, really cool. Yeah.
So, I mean, when you came here, you came just to travel, or you just to visit, or you came mainly to live in the Philippines?
No,
the first time.
In 2016, I came here for a month. I didn't leave for another 16 months. I really just got. It's just No, I came for a month, and then after 2 or 3 weeks, I was like, 1 month's not going to be enough. I just felt.
Extend.
Yeah, I'm going to extend. I changed my flights, and then after another month, I extended but didn't change my flights anymore. I said it's pointless. I'm going to keep paying these fees. I'm not going to. I knew it. I wasn't going to leave in 3 months either. It was just kind of, and just everything else. Things just kind of came together from there. Slowly. It wasn't easy. It certainly wasn't a smooth journey. There were many, many times that I was just like, what am I doing? There were many times it was difficult, but something was just right about here. That's it. And then and I always just, in the hardest times, I always remember people will still smile at you. They'll still welcome you and say, hey, oh yeah, and it's kind of like I was welcome. And it was like I felt at home. I felt at home from the start. From the start, I felt at home. But even in the hardest times, even when I wasn't traveling anymore, and I said, okay, well, let's see, maybe I can. I don't know if I'll build a life or I can build something. I was like, hey, you know what? Let's give it a go. Yeah. Why not?
So, from the fish, farming that you were doing, how does the vlogs get included? How do you start vlogging?
Yeah, it was really, my first vlog was my life at the fish pond, really. It was I just got on my dodgy old Rusi dirt bike that I had to kick a million times to start. Went down to the farm, filled it up with a Coke bottle of fuel. Went down to the farm, went over to the fish pond. They were building it at the time, so I was just showing the feeds. Then I started showing kind of my trips to restock the feeds, what I do on them, especially because this was like August 2020. When I went to get stock, it was during. It was when I went to get when I went to get feeds, I had to go to Panabo, it was about 100 and something kilometers away. But before it would have taken